Hello Mr. People of Internet, and how are you today? So, 2016 is nearly through now, and it is nearly 2017, which means, for me, new year, new musicals. So, this year I'm going to be, now I'm going to be reviewing all the musicals that I saw in 2016. Sadly, it was only 3. I'm hoping to go see more next year because I know Hamilton will be out on the West End. I'm still debating whether or not to buy tickets because I don't know whether I'm going to be here in November or not. I might just risk it and then, yeah. So definitely want to see Hamilton next year because that's coming to the West End. Still want to go and see Book of Mormon. That's definitely on my list to see. I want to see Book of Mormon. I really want to go see my first actual play. I really want to go and see The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. I think it's called that. I'm not sure. It's something like that. Really want to go see that. There's probably a few other musicals that I want to go see. As per usual. I really want to go and see Les Mis again. Just because it's Les Mis. So yeah, I'm going to start off with the first one that I saw, which was Thriller live in Bristol. As it was on the tour. So this is definitely a good musical to go and see if you love Michael Jackson movies? Michael Jackson music, or anything from like just Michael Jackson. Anything Michael Jackson, you will love this. Obviously it's not really, it's a musical, but obviously they don't really have acting in it. It's just singing and dancing. The dancing was so good, also the singing was just so good. They sung like all the great hits from that Michael Jackson sang, and also, oh my gosh, what was it that he was in? The Jackson 5, that was it. Yes, this was one that my dad actually liked. He wanted to actually go see this as well. And he really enjoyed it because obviously he's from the era when Michael Jackson was like, well, Michael Jackson still is big, but like he was born around, like, just sprung up with Michael Jackson basically, because he's like 50, nearly 60. In 3 years he'll be 60. Oh my gosh, he's so old, bless him. But the singing in this was so good. Also, I liked that they were also kind of multicultural in it, because obviously Michael Jackson did start off, please don't like take this all the wrong way, obviously he started off black and then he changed his skin colour to white. I still don't know how like you can do that. That like baffles me. It baffles me how you can change from black to white. Baffles me. So yeah, but obviously like you kind of think for Michael Jackson they just have like all black singers kind of, but they did have like a mixture of black and white people, which I really liked. I really like shows that are multicultural. They involve all races, all religions, all colours, genders. Yeah, that's theatre for you. We include everyone and we don't judge. Yeah. There's like 5 main vocalists, and then obviously they've got the understudies, and then they also have the performers, which are like the dancers and also kind of backing singers, kind of ensemble, whatever you want to call it. But it was so cool. Like for some of the dances they did like obviously iconic Michael Jackson moves, so they did like the and also they did like the leany thing. Like I still don't know how they do that, like dude. So yeah, they did iconic Michael Jackson moves, all the iconic Michael Jackson songs and everything. So yeah, there were some songs in there that I didn't actually like know because I don't know. I have the Michael Jackson like dance experience thing on the Wii, so like I know more of his songs that like you don't think of like straight away. But there were some songs in there that I didn't actually know. But obviously I know it's like big main songs, and also I loved that they really involved the audience in this. Like they encouraged them to like sing, dance, clap along, stand up and be like yeah. So I just love shows that include the audience, because oh, I just love it. I love it. So yeah, that was just a really great show. So I definitely recommend that if you really love Michael Jackson music. Or like if you are kind of like going for a show which is just songs that doesn't do any acting, it's just dancing and singing, don't have any acting at all basically. Like, also the good thing, they also talk about Michael Jackson's life and what he did and like how he inspired people, which is really good for like if you're a person who's kind of like me who didn't really like know much about Michael Jackson's life, just his music. It's quite interesting to like find out. So yeah, that's Thriller Live. The next one I went to go and see was Mamma Mia in Bristol. I went to go see this for my birthday. So I saw this on the 3rd of April, I think it was. No, it was the 1st of April, because I remember saying to Sandra, I was like, this time last year I was off to see Les Mis. So yeah, Mamma Mia was so good. Like, the dancing was good, the singing was good, the acting was good, just, yeah. So again, if you like ABBA music, you will like Mamma Mia, because it's based, well, it's just all based on the songs of ABBA. All the ABBA songs. Yeah. And also, it's a very funny musical as well. If you think it's like more based on the movie, like it is based on the movie, but like the script is completely different to the movie. There is a lot more language in it. So if you're like thinking of maybe bringing like a younger child with you, I'd say probably 11 and above, I think, because of kids these days, they're learning like more language, so yeah. So I think probably more 11, possibly 13 and above, if you're like one of those parents that are like don't really like language in that kind of thing. So they did use a lot of language. Like, I was quite surprised as well. I was like, oh, okay, didn't expect that coming, but yeah. Yeah, there's also like a few songs that aren't in the movie, so I didn't actually know them because I thought it would actually be kind of like the movie, but then I remembered that the musical came before the movie, so the movie is based on the musical. Which one person who I knew thought it was actually based on the movie. I was like, no, it's not! It's based on the musical, not the movie. It's the other way around. Oh. So yeah, all the actors were there in this, was so good. Yeah, it was like, Under Attack. Yeah, Under Attack isn't in the movie, so when it came on I was like, oh, okay, what's this? But it kind of is like a good thing that they put in there, because it's like Sophie's having like this nightmare about like all her dads and like the wedding and stuff, and it's quite funny. So yeah, all the choreography in it is good. The set is so good as well. Like, it's simple, but it like really works. I loved it. Finally, the last one that I most recently went to see, In the Heights. Oh my days, have I been wanting to see this for a long time. Since I got into Hamilton and I got discovered about the amazing person that is Lin-Manuel Miranda, I then discovered In the Heights, and I've been introduced into a new world. So, a lot of people in the UK don't really know about this little musical In the Heights because it's not in a big theatre. It is in a very small theatre. It is in King's Cross Theatre, that's it. This is actually closing soon, which is very sad, so I'm not sure when it is closing, but it is closing soon, like sometime next year. I have a feeling January, maybe February. So definitely book some tickets if you want to go see this before it closes, because this is definitely worth seeing it, especially if you love Hamilton. Go see this, because obviously Lin-Manuel Miranda created this. Actually, it even says in the programme, it says conceived by Lin-Manuel Miranda. So yeah, if you want to know like what it's about, it is about the lives of people in Washington Heights, which is in Manhattan. Basically in this area there's kind of like a lot of Latino people, people from Puerto Rico, those Cuba, like those kind of foreign areas who kind of like carnivals and stuff like that, because they have one of my favourite songs in this, which is Carnaval de Barrio. It is literally my fave song because it's just so upbeat, and yeah. Also, this musical was very, very funny as well. Like, the cast recording does not do justice of how funny it is. There was so much more. Like, I was literally laughing so much. I was not expecting it to be really funny. Also, because it is in a small theatre, they didn't have much set, so they worked with the space so well. So basically how it is, there's like the stage in the middle and then the seats like going up on each side, so they're like in the bottom and you're like looking down on them kind of, but if you're in like the front row seats you're at the same level with them, which is really good. And they work with the space so well, so they've got like the hairdressers and the going into the subway and the cab company on like one side, then on the other side they have your Snavi shop on the other side, and then like a house on the top, and then obviously they use like the centre stage for like loads of different things, but they just use the space so well. Also the dancing was so good. It's kind of like more hip hoppy style dancing. So good. Oh, that reminds me, the person who plays Daniela, oh my gosh, she was so good. Like, at the start I was a bit like, but then as it got into it, I loved her. She was so good. Also the person who played Nina is so good. Just all of them were so good. Just, they were all so good. Carnaval de Barrio, Carnaval de Barrio, Carnaval, Carnaval de Barrio, Barrio, Carnaval de Barrio. Hasanana de la Bandera Dominicana, Hasanana de la Bandera Dominicana, Hasanana de la Bandera Dominicana, Hasanana de la Bandera Dominicana. Also, the good thing about this program, they have the barrio like words, so like no me diga, you don't say, barrio neighborhood. So yeah, that is all the musicals I saw this year. Hopefully I'll be doing another one next year with more musicals. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah, if anyone from the UK recommends any musicals to me that I haven't seen, comment them below. I have also seen Wicked, Avenue Q and Les Mis. So yeah. Oh, that's another one. I'm also planning to see Rent next year because that's on tour for the 20th anniversary. I think it is. And it's coming to Cheltenham, so I'm gonna go see it because I love Rent. Like, Seasons of Love, oh my gosh. The harmonising in it is beautiful, so I'm gonna go see that. So yeah, if anyone else has like any questions about the 3 musicals that I saw this year, then comment them below and I will hopefully be able to answer them. Yeah. So yeah. Bye guys, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. Yeah. Bye guys.